Fear he that is not moved by music. These were words of William Shakespeare when he talked about the power of music. Hello viewers, you're welcome to yet another edition of your program Faces on CMTV, broadcasting from the foot of Mount Cameroon, call it the mountain town. First, today's edition of our program, we are going to look at the Cameroon music industry vis-a-vis the way forward of the Cameroon music industry. Where is Cameroon music industry as it stands from the 80s, the 60s, the 70s, and the 2000s, and why not the 2015? And Cameroon will be emerging by 2035. Are we emerging together with our music? This and more will be yours on today's edition of our program. My name is Tamai Jarvis. Stay tuned. When we come back, I will introduce you my panel of discussion so that they will be giving you their objective as to what concerns the Cameroon music industry. I will be right back. You're welcome back. If you are just joining us, you're watching Chilling Music Television, and the program on air is Faces. Today's edition of our program, we are looking at the Cameroon music industry, and Cameroon will join the rest of the world on the 21st of June 2015 to celebrate the World Music Day. The question now is, where is Cameroon music as it stands? With the emergence of competition from Nigeria, the emergence of competition from the world, and Ghanaians and other nations, where are we now? Joining us to discuss this issue, I have gentlemen and lady here in the studio with me, starting on my far right. I have Mr. Harry. Mr. Harry Ngum is a music lover and music promoter, and one of those that appreciate good music. Mr. Harry, thank you very much, and you're welcome to the program.
Thank you, Jarvis.
And equally, beside Mr. Harry, we equally have maybe Akwen. Maybe Akwen is known for It Depend Me. 6 years, rather 8 years in a row, we have It Depend Me, Wanda. Moving up to Chakara, moving up with many other tracks that are on the market today. Maybe Akwen, you're welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Please,
so
can you
much.
just speak aloud?
Thank you so much.
And equally at my far left, we equally have one of those who appreciate music and those who promote music and those who know the melody of music. We equally have Mr. Bobgala. Mr. Bobgala, DJ, you're welcome.
Thank you, Jarvis.
Sorry if I didn't pronounce the name correctly.
Yeah.
And of course, you already know who we equally have in the studio with the tip of that shot you saw there. We have no other person, the CEO of M1 Studio. He is known, aka Oga Emil. Oga Emil, you're welcome to the program.
Thank you very much.
And when you hear Oga, there's just one thing you get: the boss himself in music. As Don Jazzy is to Nigeria, so does Oga Emil is to Cameroon. Thank you, gentlemen and lady, for making it on today's edition of our program.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Oga Emil, you're welcome once more. It was 2 days or 3 days ago, rather, that the regional delegation of arts and culture called musicians and music lovers at the Youth and Cultural Center in order to look at the forthcoming event, that is the World Music Day, which is just around the corridor. And it was time that, according to the regional delegates of art and culture, it was time to promote these artists and time to celebrate what they have been doing so far. We were there and we attended the meetings together with our cameraman, Samuel Elwasisi, who went there to gather this fact. But first, let's take you inside the meeting itself for you to have a little bit of what happened during that meeting as part of the planification for the forthcoming 21st World Music Day.
I think we met 6 months ago, and we took a number of resolutions. Unfortunately, I'll tell you that this is the only sector that is not working. But 6 months after, all what we said, nothing has been done. We have organized many things with the other sectors, but we have not been able to organize anything with music because I don't know with who I'm working. Some of you come, they help me to brainstorm, but there is no team. 6 months after, I think if you people want to give up, me, I will never give up. So I just want to say that this meeting, I wanted to seize the opportunity of the international, the World Music Day to rebuild what can be done at our own level. There are some level I don't think we can go there, but you have some explanations. But I think I don't want to say I think we should be ashamed of ourselves if we think that a good sector like music can be the last sector. I don't know what is happening. I think today we'll take final decisions about the association, and we'll plan for the World Music Day for those who think we can still do something.
As Mr. Lita just said, we cannot be begging some of those people that they call themselves sponsors, because maybe they take some of us like fools inside this region. So we came out with something. We say, okay, let's try to see if this thing can work. We say, we met the delegate and we called the delegate to invite all the artists as we are here today. So we say, okay, let's try to plan and see this World Music Day. Douala is giving Douala is giving 40 million. But if the delegate is going down there just to ask for a token, those people will always say, we don't have money. We cannot be begging people like Brazaris and the rest of the other people. So let's try to see if we can have, let's just say, a token.
Not for me, but for them. Because they told me that there is no money coming Southwest for sponsorship. That what they can do for us is that they can do their car. That is what they can do. So I was so bitter that day. I don't think they will come. I told them that they are using music to do their promotion. They are not promoting music. Because they cannot be giving money in Douala, Yaoundé, and they say in Southwest, they don't have money. So I told them that if that is the case, if they don't come like a sponsor, they better stay. I think they have us as beggars all the time. It's time we also tell them that it's our music that they are using to do promotion.
I wanted to ask something concerning the Brazaris people. I don't know why we always go to Brazaris. There are other companies like Guinness, of which I think we can also go there and maybe they can respond more than the Brazaris. It's because we always go to Brazaris. That's why they have the right to even tell there is nothing for the sponsor of the World Music Day. So I think we can also think of somewhere else.
As if we are surprised about the date. We have started late. Talking about Brasserie, some 3 years ago, I talked about artists forgetting about Brasserie, because they use the instruments to bluff us every given time that we go for the instrument. Always bluff.
The delegation is actually doing. The delegation is functioning as a backbone to this association. That is to back us up with authority. If we have any place.
You're welcome back, and you actually watched what we had 2 days ago as planification meeting for the celebration of the International Music Day, that's World Music Day, and it will be celebrated here in Boya at the Moliko Misport Stadium on Sunday. So celebration will start at 3 p.m. But before, immediately after that event, we caught up with Dr. Slee and the delegates to further explain more as concerned this day. Let's go back to the interview so that you can hear things for yourself from Dr. Slee.
I think the Southwest artists, they are not in one accord, because for us to have a meeting every 9 days to the World Music Day, and the meeting that was being called by the delegation, then it's just to tell you that there is no association that is being run by artists. If the delegation does not call for artists to come together, they don't come together. And even if you look at the people who came for the meeting, it's kind of contradicting. Out there you get the youth making a lot of waves, you know, the music that is selling out there, it's pop music, but we don't get the guys here. So when I sit there and I look at the people who are here for the meeting, I wonder if this is the association, the people that are going to really thrill the crowd on that day.
First meeting in January, and we agreed that they will bring a plan of action. And if 6 months after we don't have any plan of action, it shows you that they are not organized and are not working. So I wanted to seize, I've been calling on them to come and do things. I've not had people, so I just seized this opportunity to call them, the opportunity of the World Music Day, to call them and see how together we can reorganize them. No, the meeting was first to tell them that I'm disappointed, that I've not had since after 6 months. I don't see what is happening. So next is that they should sit and look if they want to reorganize themselves, reorganize the association, and first celebrate the World Music Day, and then propose a plan of action. Propose even I don't know if they will hold elections, because I don't want to impose on them what they will do, but I wanted to draw their attention that the musicians have a day, the World Music Day, that is on the 21st of June every year, and that the artists are organizing to come up with a concert. They should come out and support them. It's a day of the artists. So if they like their artists because they are listening to music morning, afternoon, evening, they should come out that day to support them wherever they will organize it.
It was on the 1st of July 1982 when Jean Lang, a French delegate of culture, decided that they should celebrate a day. They should keep a day aside for artists to come together in order to celebrate their work. And of course, in England, it was celebrated. From there, it became a global issue that the musicians need to converge every 21st of June to celebrate the World Music Day. Thank you very much, viewers. If you are just joining us, you are watching Faces, and the program is the program on air. We are talking about the Cameroon music industry. Here in the studio, I have Harry Ngum at my far right. I equally have maybe Akwen. I equally have Mr. Didier, who is a musician and an international artist. We equally have the Oga himself, Oga Emil, the CEO of M1 Studio. We have been talking a lot about this issue, but first you can get to us as the discussion will be unfolding on 677-291-300. We are only receiving SMSs, so you can send your text message if you find the discussion interesting, or you may want to ask questions to somebody here in the studio. Let me begin with you, Mr. DJ. You watch the excerpt concerning the forthcoming music day. I don't know if you can I get your reaction concerning what the delegate was saying?
What the delegate said, she said some company didn't react. So I want to believe that World Music Day is like a birthday to musicians. As a music lover, as a musician, you come out and reflect what you've been doing, what you are doing, and what you're going to do, so that the Cameroon music can grow. So I want to believe that it is our day. We should forget about any company coming. My reaction is that we should see how to together to make the day be a successful one.
Thank you very much, Mr. DJ. Let me go now to Mr. Ngum. So far you've been hearing World Music Day, and you a music lover and a talent supporter. Permit me to use that. Can I get your reaction on what you watched?
Well, I think I buy Mr. Bobgala's idea. The whole point here is we're talking about some brewery company here that is that refuse to give money to musicians. I've been listening to music, Cameroonian music, from the time of the Biram Kings, the Balotins, and right up to today. When these guys started playing music, there was they had no such sponsor as a brewing company. And if you look at it, what is happening today, the brewing company goes for popular music, not good music. I think we should make that difference between popular music
and good music.
The brewing company wants to sell whatever it is that they're brewing. They don't care about what kind of music it is. Anybody who holds a microphone and makes some noise that can pull people together, the brewing company goes for that kind of person. So I don't see how our music industry can survive if we have to rely on them. It's impossible. Look at they have competitions left and right, concours, this and that, and so on and so forth. At the end of it, what happens? They give somebody a car or something, and then it ends there. That's not a musician's career. It's not to drive in a big car, and you're driving in that car, making publicity for them. That's the whole point. It's not to promote the artist. So I think the musicians, the artists, in general, they have to sit back and see what they can do, repackage what they're doing, and market themselves. Not for some other person to promote them. The brewing company is not promoting musicians. They're promoting their product.
They don't care.
Thank you very much, Mr. Harry. I will get back to you. Let me go to maybe Akwen. Humane.
Hey.
She happens to be the lone lady in the house. Maybe probably you were not there on that day.
Yeah.
And I want to get your reaction concerning what you watch.
All right, Jarvis, look at me.
Yeah, I'm looking.
I look good, right?
Yeah, you look good.
I don't shave corner of my head. I've just done everything that a musician is supposed to do. I've shaved all corners of my hair. I'm putting on shades. In fact, I'm putting on shades, makeup, and the rest, just because I have to look like an artist, just because I have to make people believe in their dreams. I have so many young people who write to me on Facebook, call my manager to have a dream because they watch me. And to hear that we are not able to have our way as musicians after spending lots of money in the studio. This is Emil Ngumba, who is in the studio cracking his head morning, afternoon, evening, because he has to make music good. And we can still raise enough money to do a good, what they call it, music day. It's killing me. Yes, it's so bad. And like he said, it is not Brasseries, it is not MTN, it's not Orange who care about what we are doing. They are not out to sponsor us. I have so many people. I've heard Jovi, who is on top. I hear him saying MTN hasn't done this, MTN hasn't done that. They are not the people to give us what we are striving for. They don't care about us. They want to promote their MTN cards.
Their brand.
That's what they care about. What we have to do is, for me, I won't give Brasseries my music if Brasseries is not ready to help me. If I give you something, you should give me something back, right? I can't give you my music and then you refuse to, That's what they're using our music right now, just like the delegate said. They use our music to promote their brand and their drinks. So stop using my music if you won't give me, money or support. Yeah, that's my own.
Thank you very much, maybe Akwen. We'll get back to you. Let me go to Oga himself. Oga, you were there that day, and you've been very active when it comes to music. I just want to get your own opinion now concerning that. What the reaction from what David said?
Well, you see, this our delegation, like the delegation of arts and culture in Southwest. Now, if they are doing certain things to promote artists, I think if we are rating them on percentage, they are about 40%. Why? I cannot blame the delegation of culture for anything. First, me, I'm always going to the artists themselves first. Now, this is supposed to be a World Music Day, or everybody that calls his or herself a singer or an artist, be it a comedian, be it maybe a singer, be it a programmer, be it a musician, be it an instrumentalist. Now, they had a meeting.
Yeah.
But you realize people were not even up to about 50 or 60.
Yeah, they were not up to.
But if you count the amount of musicians that are in the Southwest province, they are close to, they are more than 500. Yeah. Now, what is the problem? The problem is not the brasserie company. As my brother said, they are not here to sell their artists. They are here to sell their product. So they are looking for any means so far to sell their product. If they know that selling pop-off is going to make people to eat pop-off and buy music, they are going to sell pop-off. Now, but they believe that music is a showbiz and it deals with the soul and the mind. So that's what they are using. Now, each and every artist here at once time in his life had a launch. They spend 3 million, people spend 5 million to do launch, single artist. Now, it is a whole world of artists come together, then they cannot raise even 500,000 fans. That's my problem. Okay, if you want to do your launching, for example, maybe had a concert, he can tell you how much he spent in that concert.
Yeah,
Bobgala had a launch in Bamenda. He can tell you how much he spent. Now we are coming together as a world of artists. You don't need companies. You don't need all those people. You need the artists to come together. Now we want to do our day. Fine, who is bringing 50,000 fans? It's our day. Let us show to the world that we are artists of valor. That's my problem. It begins with them first. Now, if they realize that this is what the artists have done, no company will come and give you 50,000 fans, knowing that you as an individual, you are spending 100,000 fans. They will come down and bow and tell you that, no, fine, please, we'll have 1-2 million sonara. They are going to come. But for us, even to pay transport from here to Alliance, some people were complaining. Now I don't have transport to pay because it's music day, the delegation have to give money, sonara has to give money, brasserie has to give money. That is not the point. You don't go and ask the money to promote what you are going to gain. Because Coca-Cola spend almost $150 million a year for promotion. Now, you're having a World Music Day of all the big artists coming together in one podium. It means that the whole crowd, people are going to leave Kumba, Douala, and many other places to come there. So it's an arena for you to show yourself that you're an approved performer. So why artists cannot come together and sit down and say, this is our day? Now, fine. Now, I can release maybe 20,000 of my beer. I can release maybe 30,000. If there are 500 artists, each person gives 20,000 fans. How would that be? You don't need no company. You don't need to beg. You need your talent and your push. Be financially, be an advice for you to make that day a success. That's what I say.
Thank you very much, Oga. And viewers, we will be going on a quick break, and when we come back, we will move to part 2 of the program. But just to let you know that if you have a contract with you, or you might think, or you think of contributing to the program, you can send us an SMS on 677-291-300. 677-291-300 is the access code of today's program. We will be going on a quick break, and when we come back, we will move down to business.
Entertainment is an aspect of human living which everybody needs.
And that is why CMTV brings you all the entertainment you need
straight to you on your TV screens.
We quench your curiosity on celebrities by telling you
who does what, where, when, and how it is done.
Meanwhile, CMTV keeps spicing it up
with information on culture, tourism, business, and sports.
Bringing celebrities to you is our priority,
which is why our production and post-production will ensure that
impeccable images are what you receive,
and with a rich entertaining website,
which is www.chillandmusictv.com. You're bound to be satisfied.
So make CMTV your personal channel.
And keep watching because
With CMTV, entertainment is never enough.
Tiger Tea, superpower and strength.
Shout out. You're welcome back from that break, and if you are just joining us, the program on air is Faces, and today's edition of our program we are looking at the Cameroon music industry vis-a-vis the forthcoming International Music Day, which will be celebrated on the 21st of June 2016, and the population of Boya will join the rest of the world that day at the Moliko Omi Sports Stadium to celebrate this same day under the patronage of the regional delegate of arts and culture for the Southwest region. Here in the studio I have Mr. DJ, who happens to be an artist too, an international artist for that matter. He is from Bamenda, and sitting to the side of Mr. DJ is the CEO of M1 Studio, Emil. And we equally have Mr. Ngumba, who is sitting right next to maybe Akwen, the Idipeni lady, and Chakara Wonder, whatever you have as her music track may sound to you. And we will be moving over to the next phase of discussion, that is the evolution of Cameroon music, how it all began. It was in the early 1860 and the early 1960 when Cameroon got their independence. French Cameroon got their independence on the 1st of January 1960, and British Southern Cameroon 1st of October 1961. When it all came to independence, the culture of Cameroon was left in the hands of Cameroonians to manage, with 250 ethnic tribes with 4 distinct regions. The question now is, what stands the evolution of Cameroon music ever since that independence was given to Cameroon? Are we progressing or regressing based on the evolution of our music from the days of from the days of Amarinze and now to the days of the Mebis, to the days of the Dr. Cabs, to the days of the Mekon? Where are we now? Gentlemen, let me start with you, Mr. DJ. Where are we now?
I want to believe some people have hijacked showbiz music business. You find people who are not real musicians who want to maybe come into the field and say I am one of them.
When you talk about real musician, please can you elaborate what is the meaning of real musician?
For example, somebody who you can compose well, you can play the instrument, you can know how to sing without going out of the key. You will not give much work to somebody like Emil in the studio. That's what I am trying to say.
Thank you very much. Oga, where are we?
Well, first we have to know what is evolution. Evolution, you are evolving from somewhere to another place. Now, if we look at Cameroonian music, by the way, it's not evolving. I'm sorry to say that it's not evolving.
It means we are still...
Yes, Cameroonian music is, we are just changing faces, but it's the same thing. We are not evolving. Evolving, you are living from one stage to another stage. It means that if you are evolving from a primary school to a secondary school, it means you are evolving from being a uniform and shaved hair and you plait your hair and go to a secondary school or to university that you are free, you have your house. That's what we call evolution. Now, if you're talking of the days of Ngumba and all those days of those young artists, I mean of those men, of those people, for me, they were real musicians. Why do I say so? Now, it means they get up in the morning, they are inspired. They take their pen, they write what they feel, and they write certain things that can change. Maybe the neighbors quarreled yesterday and they realize that I need to give this information in music for the other people who have this kind of situation and put it. Fine, they write it and they go to the studio, meet the instrumentalist, meet the producer. They have maybe 1 or 2 months to practice it and dot all the I's and come out now and release it in the market. For me, those are real musicians. Nowadays, with the involvement of technology, computer, this and so on, people just get on and write 2 lines and go into the computer and click some beats and so on. Maybe you see our artists nowadays, for them to compose, they don't write. They take a song from there, a song from here, a song from there, a song, mix chorus here, mix bass, mix it and put it together. I want to, it's not blessing you, it's not inspiring. Yes, that's why you have 10 different artists, but for me I count it as one. Because they're singing the same thing, the same beat, the same everywhere. Why? Because they are not musicians now. They want to commercialize what they don't know. They forget that music and showbiz, they are 2 different things. That's why, let me give you an example. Kanye West, you will never hear them playing Kanye West in nightclub and all those things. But he is a man of showbiz. He has a lot of money. Why? Because he knows how to deal with his music on the show, on the platform of marketing. So I'm saying that Cameroonian music, it is not evolving. Why? In the days of, let's say, Ted Bure, you have Dedi Dibango, Manu Dibango, and so on. Those were Cameroonian musicians. And if you look very well in the diaspora, those are the musicians that people out there recognize. Like the Rishabona, the Charlotte, but that is Cameroonian music. Because why? They sit down and follow the rudiments of music. First, there is a good voice. Good voice is not born, it's not acquired. It's inborn talent.
Okay, let me just ask you this question. Does it mean that there is only a particular voice can sing, or because I don't know if...
No, what you don't understand is that there is no bad voice.
Okay.
There is nothing like bad voice
in
music or in singing. Now, if there were bad voices, you couldn't call Louis Armstrong.
Jacob de Vario.
You cannot call Jacob de Vario. But now, you have to know where your voice lies. You understand? You have to know the position of your voice with instrument. That's what we call melody. Melody is the mixture of your voice and musical equipment. That's what we call it. So you need to know. So what I'm trying to say is that in those days, when you see Solomon, you know that this is Solomon. He's inspired from his inspiration. When you see Emmanuel Dubango, you know this is Emmanuel Dubango. And the people who follow that trend, they are the people taking Cameroonian music to the diaspora. Now, with the orientation of our youngsters with a lot of computer, all this kind of things, so it makes people feel. Maybe they see the video on TV, they say, hey, if I do this thing past that man now, son. They go to the studio and put this thing and so on. But they don't know, you understand now. That's why you see them. There are a lot of musicians, a lot of singers around, but we are just in a boat that is tied at the harbor. We keep paddling. When they see us moving, you think you are moving, but we're not going anywhere. There are artists that they are musicians here around that they have a name around here, but they have not crossed my 17, nobody knows them. In those days, it was not like that. You were in the suburb, and even the media was not too eloquent. But you could know Solomon from Mafe. You could know Gilobe everywhere you are. Why? Because their music is a message first, is inspiration. Second, then they follow the rudiment theory of musicianship.
Okay.
To add to what the producer said, how many of these youth can play an instrument.
Okay, thank you very much. I will get back to you. Let me go to Mr. Harry. While me and maybe while me he was talking there, I see you were nodding your head. Probably you agree or disagree with what he was saying. But anyway, you can contact us or you can participate on the program on 677-291-300. 677-291-300 to give your comment, or if you disagree with anybody here in a panel of discussion. Let me get back to Mr. Harry.
Yeah, well, the reason why I was a little amused was when I was informed that I had to be part of this panel, I felt that I was going to come here and then say something that would hurt somebody. But right now I feel very comfortable.
Yeah. Why?
I feel very comfortable because I'm always sitting from, the critical side, always observing. I enjoy music. I listen to all brands of music. And I'm always trying to see what is not correct. And I'm always saying it. And it's always me saying it. Everybody's looking the other way and I'm looking the opposite direction. But when I listen to what a guy is saying there, I feel very comfortable that it's coming from somebody of the house. It's coming from somebody of the house. Mr. Bobgala said the Cameroonian music industry has been hijacked. Look at it, I don't know whether I'll talk about forensics or what. If you look at the term hijack, if there's a hijack somewhere, it means there was a security breach. And people don't just come to hijack or come to steal somewhere like that. There must be some in-house information. And I think the security breach here in the Cameroonian music context is the fact that the pioneers of music in Cameroon, somewhere they gave up for no reason.
Simple.
Somewhere they gave up. You talk of young artists who cannot play an instrument. That's even, and we have scenarios of things that are done in the studio and are sold, thousands of copies as they claim, it goes on Facebook and so on. Then you ask them wanted to do a live concert. That's when they go to start trying to play something. They get people from left and right and so on. And it all boils down to self-esteem. The artist, what do you have? What do you have to sell? When somebody comes to buy, because from what I've been observing around here, when they're when they're launching movies or albums and things like that, the story is always, we have suffered to do this, we have suffered to do this, we borrowed money from here and so on. The person who came for your launching is coming to buy quality product. They're not coming to sympathize with you. What makes you feel that the money they're bringing to buy, they also took it from something that they were supposed to, portray their own self with. So when you come and instead of selling what you have, you're asking people to sympathize. You cannot come to me and you tell me that you have something that's worth 1 million, and when I look at you, you don't look like 100,000 francs. I cannot give you 1 million.
Just like what Oga said.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I feel comfortable. Right now I'm very comfortable because it's coming from somebody of the house. It's all about branding and packaging.
Yeah.
Look at what happens here. If you listen, if you get the names of our artists, I'll still go back. I said this some time ago. I think that was like 4 years ago. I think Chilean Music was doing some kind of soiree of all their productions, and when I got there, I was presenting some artists, local artists, and you had some names that were not really, they didn't look like our names. When you hear Michael Jackson, that's a name in America. Okay, it is their culture. Okay, you don't need to get somebody's name that is not your own to look like the person. That is where the copying starts from, and then you lose your own identity. Then you cannot produce something that brands you. Listen to the names that sell internationally: Manu Dibango, Charlotte Dipanda, Richard Bona, and those names. Those names. When you get the name, you start looking for where this name is coming from. But when you get a name like, I don't know, Dr. Capo, I don't know. So
does it mean that?
Because we are looking at the problem from the crown of the tree.
But if I may come in,
it goes right down there.
Let me just ask you this before you continue. You are saying the issue of like Dr. Cap. Does it mean it's a brand name? It's a brand name.
Yeah, it's a brand name. Yeah, but
Is it
capped. I mean,
doctor? Say doctor, like
medical doctor. Exactly, because that's the thing.
From America,
I mean,
yeah.
It's coming from Dr. Dre.
Yeah, you understand. It's coming.
No, the point is this, right? You start losing your identity when you start imitating somebody from a very.
Yes.
I'll give you an example, right?
Maybe I'll come to you.
And it goes back to what he just said, that there was a hijack, but I say there was a security breach.
Yeah.
There was a security breach. I'll give you an example, a very simple example. The Prince Afwako. That's a name. That's a brand name. Afwako is known in America. I mean, not the Afwako, not the Prince himself, but he's using a name that is already known internationally. Now, he has a style.
Yeah.
He has a style which is unique to him.
Yeah.
You need to stand somewhere in Cameroon, anywhere, and shout here, and you hear the number of people who would answer. But no, he made nothing out of that.
Yes.
He made nothing out of that because if you listen to his music, yes, that was his brand. But somewhere, for some reason, he remained around that same that same cycle.
Oga said that you are in the boat and you think
he didn't move.
Yeah, you're moving.
Yes,
tied to the shore.
Yes.
he didn't move. But from that, he would have made a lot. I mean, the late Dom Francis, may so rest in peace. He was going places. He already had a style, and he was recognized in Cameroon. Because we always have this tendency saying that, okay, it is not happening this way because we are Anglophones. No, that's not the point. Showbiz is showbiz. The language is the same.
Okay. Thank you very much. Let me go now to Humane. You have been too quiet and it seems like
yes, well, my brain is.
So I don't know. Do you differ with Mr. Bobgala or Harry or Oga Emil?
They all have made their own points, and I think they have a right to make their own points. And they are right in some things, and they're wrong. I can't say wrong, but I disagree with some. Yeah, you hear things like Dr. Cap. Dr. Cap doesn't come from Dr. Dre. Why is Dr. Dre using it? Why is he using Dr.? Is he a doctor? He's not a doctor. So if Dr. Cap wants to use doctor, that's his own business. I mean, you can ask him why he's using it. And he's making his own. I mean, Dr. Cap sings pidgin. Some pidgin, I don't understand it. It's pidgin. But it's pidgin. I don't know how to explain it. But he has made his own brand in such a way that when you hear Dr. Cap, you know it's Dr. Cap. But unfortunately, maybe there's some constraint somewhere that he can't really make his name big. Okay, a name like mine, Mel B. So many people think, yes, I know it was coming towards me. I know that.
I'm sorry, was it coming to us?
I know. No, please, come on. We're grown. I'll be 28 next month. I'm trying to say something. All right. Mel B, for me, maybe ask me what my name means. Melody from Bamenda. Melody from Boya. That's the meaning.
Yeah, but it's
not because there's Akwen in it. I mean, I'm from Mancon. That's what I use my name. It means that's my name. Charlotte is an English name. Why is she using Charlotte? Charlotte's an English name.
No, everybody has a first name.
They shall put Zipanda there, and he has now made it all African-ish. So I've made Mel B Akwen, which now makes it African. And I'm building my own style, my own genre, my own. It's all Afro, like you said. Music it has the same language. Everything is the same. There's Afro. Afro doesn't change from what Afro is. Afro is Afro. So I try to make my own brand in a way. And yes, Mr. Emil said you paddle the boat, and music hasn't. We keep saying it has evolved.
So in that particular aspect, you accept what
I
you said?
can accept to him in the fact that we sit on the same. We keep paddling. Today it's good, tomorrow it's not. Today it's good, tomorrow it's not. Today it's Stanley, and not tomorrow it's Joby. Tomorrow it's Mekon, tomorrow it's Dr. Cap. It's just complicated, and but I make money out of the music, so I'm doing my own thing. So I'm making my own money, and yes.
Okay, you seem to be nodding your head.
Yeah. My point is, how much do you make as a musician? That's my point. For example, there are musicians that you call, and if you give them 500,000 francs, it's small. There are those that you call them and give them 25,000 francs, it's big. Yeah. So the point now lies on the originality of what you are doing, like what you were saying. The originality is going to take you where you belong. Now, you just mentioned a few names and so on for young people who are singing. Now, the music is good. For example, but how original it is. Let me give you an example. Now, we heard a song composed by Lionel Richie, Ray Charles, and Michael Jackson, We Are the World. Yeah. If you listen to that song, it's been decades. But when you listen to it, it's like you're listening to that song for the very first time. Now, There are other commercial songs like maybe Le Peace Square and so on. After 1, 2, 3 months, it dies down. The same you that like that music and used to dance is the same you that does not want to hear that music in the next future. That is what I'm saying, that music is not about the excitement of the commercial point of it. It's about the inspiration and intimacy of what you are doing. Like I'm saying, if your music is original, let me give you an example. Richard Bona is a Cameroonian. All his album. Why? Because first, he's a musician. Second, he's an ambassador of Cameroon out there. He doesn't sing in French. He doesn't sing in any other language. He's singing in Douala. The white man from Germany, they're sitting down and listening to Douala. Why? Do they know the meaning? It's because what he's singing, it is synchronizing with the way he's playing the instrument, and is giving a message even if they don't explain it. You understand? That's why they can. Yes, there's no language. That's why they can call him and give him 20 million, and they beg for 20 million. Just come and do us a 30-minute show. That is a musician. That is what is taking a musician ahead and ahead. For example, he is the only black man after Maridu Mango who sang with an orchestra full of white, and he's the lead, and he's the black man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Oga. Let's go now to let's to start with this evolution. You know, we have, it's not just like we have audio and video. Let's give you evidence of some of the evolution where we are now. Let's see if we are still in the same position or not. Let's go take you by a little bit to Makosa, see where it's all started with the Amumba Express. From there, you will have to see if Cameroon is actually moving forward or backwards. Then we will be giving you Prince Afuakom, taking you down to Afuakom and maybe Akwen and other musicians, so that we can easily discuss if actually we are moving forward or backward. The number is 677-291-300. 677-291-300. You can participate on the discussion, or you can answer the question: is Cameroon music industry moving forward or backward? Thank you very much, and just enjoy this a little bit music of the normal Amumba Express.
Oh yes. Esquissons là, chef Abu, Kaya Commander, Adamu, Mampo Nyam Nyam, Alawo, and the Express boss, Ruben Bam, Long Shanti, Amumba Express, Ayuk, Chef de Amumba Express, Yambi Yambi, Ojo, Amumba Douala, Amumba Express. Olimbe, Amumba Express. Amumba Express, Amumba Express. For your safety journey, Amumba Express. Go!
You're welcome back, and of course, Awango Bamenda Mumba Express, Awango Kumba Mumba Express. In the early 90s and probably the 80s, the 70s, those were some of the clips we had. Let me move straight to Humane. Let me start this time with you. You watched that video, and from that video, looking at that time, I just want to get your appraisal with the music and compare it now with this time around.
Those are two different things. Like, it's so different. The genre, the style, I would say, it's different now. So that's where the evolution now comes.
But you actually enjoy the song, itself, the message itself, the beat, the audio, and everything.
I can't really understand what he's saying, but.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ari.
Yeah, when I look at when I listen to what Ngumba was singing, it was an identity. I mean, it's something that was particular to him. I wouldn't call that Makosa.
Okay.
Yes, I wouldn't call that Makosa, but I don't know exactly what to call it.
It's Amumbasa.
Yeah, I could call it Amumbasa. But it was good music.
Okay.
It was good music. It still boils down to what we're talking about: popular music and good music. So it's what we have today is more popular music than.
Look at the video. The video quality itself.
The video quality. I think what we're talking here is music. But if we want to talk about the video quality, you must understand that at that time, technology. I mean, today with a phone, with any phone, you can make a clip. At that time, I don't know if they were using, was it VHS or high tape or something? And there were not many computers to do the things you're doing today. We saw something that looked like the blue or green screen.
And the actual green screen.
What's a backdrop or something?
Amumba Express, I believe they said he was communicating.
Yeah. Let me just give you the name of the style. Yeah. It's called Akarikosa. That's what he's singing.
Okay, Akarikosa.
Yeah, he's the author of his genre. It's not mixed with Makosa or with Bikuti. It's Akarikosa. That's what he's singing. And what I'm trying to say is that now, you could not expect him to do a better video when we would not have HD and we would not get HD by that time. There was no HD cameras, there was no 360. We were using the high 5 or high 8 from cassette. You pass through maybe a line in to take the video. You could not expect at that time to have a better quality now. Now, what we're talking is about Fight. Was he inspired or not?
Yeah.
Was his song okay? Now, maybe you could say that he doesn't understand the song because of the orientation of the young people nowadays. Yes, they've been orientated to listen to more of Western and song out of Cameroon.
That's cultural imperialism.
Cameroon, you understand? So a child will get up and will say, no, if your music doesn't sound maybe like P Square or maybe like, it's not a good music because of what he's been oriented about. That's what he or she hears from when he gets up from sleep. Yeah, but now songs like that are songs of a particular originality of a particular brand. I bet you go to his village, they will enjoy it and they will dance onto the wind. In the days of Amumba, he has killed so many people because of people dance. One woman will dance and the child will leave the back and fall down. They were enjoying the same song. So, but now it's not the song that changes. It's the mentality, the psychology of people that is changing. Okay. You understand? So that's what I'm trying to say. It's not the music. It is the psychology that is changing.
How do we call that style again?
Akarikosa.
Akarikosa. It means...
1 minute. It can be Brian, right? I listened to Ekambi Brian. Ekambi Brian was the first person who did the real version of Mesoloki that Anianswe has remixed, right? I listened to Mesenge Francis. I understand what they're saying. Francois. Now, this is the thing. I understand what they're saying. Maybe because I have not understood this particular song. I haven't listened to this particular song to understand exactly what he's saying. But I understand these guys. These guys are 1970s musicians. I understand what they're saying, maybe because I love them, right? But maybe this particular song, I'm not really understanding. So it's not really the problem of me being a new person. I'm not trying to defend myself. But I'm trying to say there are other young musicians who actually listen to these guys and understand what they are saying. This particular musician, maybe I've not just understood this music he is singing.
Mr. DJ.
I want to say that music is universal.
Universal. What do you mean by universal?
That is when you go to the village, do you dance your country, your village songs?
Definitely.
Okay. So if I go to Mancon, I will dance the samba.
Yeah. No, bottle dance.
The bottle dance.
Yeah.
If you come to maybe to Bali, you will dance the makongi.
Yeah.
If I go, I mean if I go to Mr. Emil's village, I will dance the cha-cha. So that's how. If I go to Mr. Ngum's village,
you dance jam.
I will dance jam. So that's how I look at it. So now the blame falls down on the media.
We'll be coming to that, and that has been Oga's epicenter of discussion whenever he's been interviewed. Like last interview, Oga, you talked about the media, that you actually blame the media for this. I don't know why.
The media need to be patriotic.
Okay.
First, it means you are a Cameroonian media.
Yeah.
I love my country, Cameroon, and I want to portray my country, Cameroon. If you go to American embassy, they show you America in what you're seeing. You think America is heaven. You understand what I mean? The way they look at the things and so on, think that, no, I want to go to America. But if you come down to Cameroon, maybe you see a movie and they pass through Malingo Junction, you say, I know Malingo Junction. That's kind of thing. People will never show you better. You understand now? But if you make the white man to know that Malingo has some artistic value that people want, you will be interested in.
Okay.
If you cannot sell your house, nobody will be there to buy it. I'm sorry to say that. So the media has to sell their property, their artists, sell them. For example, in Nigeria, you have even even a small launching and so on. They make a red carpet. The way they portray it, this one will show you, this one will show you. They talk about interview and so on. You begin to get interested that, but who are these people? They do their things well, but just do something here and so on. First thing they will do is that now it's kind of thing that you say you do concert, people stand and stand, but now it's kind of thing. You understand? So the majority is coming from the media. Those who are there. They can't sell their property. How would the people out there buy it?
But before we go on the next clip,
to add to that, it's not only the media. I mean, I like that aspect of the patriotism.
Yeah.
It's not only the media. It's commonplace to hear some people say, call some other people by names that are referring to another country, like they say Sunday Biafra and things like that. And I begin to see when I look at the music landscape in Cameroon, I begin to see where some of those statements come from. They might have been politically motivated, but when you look, if you try to take those statements and fit them in the music landscape in Cameroon, you would want to see that there's some reason for that. Now, let's take the Anglophone Cameroon. Not to say that there are two Cameroons, of course. Let's take the Anglophone Cameroon. If you listen to music in nightclubs and other places, most of it is music from neighboring countries.
Exactly.
Yeah, right? It's music from neighboring country. Even if when you go to cabaret, I don't know if you still have cabarets, but you go to cabarets where they play live music, they still play, they're playing music from, but you.
Thank you, Mr.
Go
Harry.
to Douala, go to Yaoundé, get to the cabaret. Before they play one music from a neighboring country, you must have had like 3, 4, 5 DPC and things like that,
Thank you very much.
And Mr. Moderator,
so we'll come to you. Gentlemen, we'll come to you. But I just want you guys to watch. We were talking about somebody made this comment. Mr. Tango once said, Cameroon musicians, are they entertainers or I don't know, performers. Performers. We will get to answer this question, but first let's get to Petit Pays and see where it all started and look at Petit Pays now. So we'll have Hausa. Let's go back to the machines. You're welcome back, Jamla. Hey, Jamla Kuna. It is 677-291-300. That's the access code which you can contribute on today's program. The question is Cameroon music industry moving forward or backward? Or are we still in an equilibrium where you can sway to your right, sway to your left? Joining us here in the studio, if you are just coming in, our panel of discussion, we have Mr. Ngum. He is sitting at my far right. He is a music lover in Cameroon, and one of those that appreciate good music and those that will call a spade when it comes to the music industry. We equally have the most renowned artists in the Southwest region and the upcoming artists in the nation, maybe Akwen, the female artist. We call her the queen, the queen herself. And we equally have Mr. Bobgala Didier, international artist who is equally from Bamenda. He's sitting at my far left. He is equally known for his renowned tracks and creating wave in the northwestern region of Cameroon, called it the grass field. And still at my left now, we have no other person than the Oga himself. He is the CEO of M1 Studio. I made a comment that as Don Jazzy is to Nigeria, so is Oga Emil in Cameroon and in Boya. Like it or not, that is who he is. There is no artist in Boya and in Cameroon who will not talk about Oga Emil. Either has done one thing or the other. Correction. And if he's shown away from producing or from being produced by Oga Emil simply because he has found out that you have no talent. Oga Emil, that's yeah.
No.
Are you serious?
Is that not the case?
Well, not certainly. It's not about talent.
I was told that your studio, if you don't have talent,
no, not talent. If you're not serious, if you don't know what you want.
Okay.
Yeah, there's some people that are imitators. No, I don't deal with people who are imitators. I deal with people that produces. You understand? So if you have a song and you're coming to imitate, it doesn't make me it doesn't give me any creative concept.
But
yes.
my first time of seeing you singing was I think it was Life Transformer. Yes. When I saw you, I said,
yeah. Now you know I am gospel inclined. Now the reason that I'm doing this is that inspiration comes from above. And there are certain things Cameroonians, they forget. That if they put God first, every other thing shall be added. You see, even Brazil, when they win their matches, what do? They put a placard, I love Jesus, I do this. That is Neymar, putting a God is good and so on. It means that they recognize God first. Even Nigerians, they are proud to say that, no, I'm a child of God. Even the John Dazi are talking, when you go towards, they say, no, it is God. The Cameroonians, how many people speak God?
Okay, it means that I know Don Jazzy, but I know you too. It means that if you want to produce good music, you need to look big.
No, it's not about the size. It's about how you inspire. Now, why these people look big is that they sit down on one chair from 10 a.m. to the next 4 a.m. every day. And when you sit down to work and so on, your hormones, your circulation is not even. Okay. It goes where you're sitting down, so they're always looking big.
Thank you very much, Oga. But let's go straight to some of the messages that we have here in the studio. And this person said, "Hi, I am your Victor from Tico. All I got to say is that Cameroon music is dying. Reason why I don't know, but we still have few that are trying their best, but the number is very few." And I take this again from Tico, Victor from Tico. And according to Victor, he said, "I'm very happy and grateful with Mr. Emil idea. Music in Cameroon is going down." That is Victor from Tico affirming to Mr. Emil. The next person, who is Double K, I don't know if it's an artist or not. Double K says Cameroon music is moving forward, but in the negative direction. I don't know. Yeah. We are going to look at that in the negative direction because everybody wants to be a musician with or without the inspiration to trigger their population. We move to the next message. The next message is coming from Spirito. Just what Mr. Harry was saying. I don't know if it's an artist. Spirito said, "We need to call on God's intervention in our Cameroon music industry because we are very unserious and ununited." From Spirito from Boya Town. Thank you very much, Spirito. We are moving to the next. Hello, I'm called Brandis. I just want to say that the artist should not be depending on other company for full support because it has to deal with their career. So they should first prove themselves worthy first. I think Mr. Emil and Harry and equally maybe and the entire panel, that was what they agreed first. And the last message is coming from an anonymous sender. I said the Cameroon music consumer too should be proud of their artists and listen more to their country's music. This will also motivate their artists too. Thank you very much, and you can participate on the program via the number on your screen. It is 677-291-300, 677-291-300, either to participate on the question, which is Cameroon music industry moving forward or backward, or are we still in one position? That is the access code. Gentlemen, let's have a quick check on the messages. Let me go to the first message. We said Victor said he doesn't know if Cameroon industry is moving forward or backward, but to him the industry, we just have few persons. Let me start with you, Mr. Harry. That we see just few persons according to him. Quickly.
Well, I think when I look at it, it's not really that we have few persons. Everybody is still there. There's some artists who are missing.
Yeah.
They started playing good music, and at some point, I don't know, like we're saying, we don't know what actually slowed down. I'll take somebody like Calvino.
Okay.
Calvino played a few tracks and then
just
disappeared. Same thing for Solomona and a couple other artists. I think somewhere the zeal to work, and I don't know what actually drives this zeal. Maybe, like Oga said, if you put God first, everything falls in place. Because these guys had talent.
Okay.
They played music, good music, when there was no money, when there were no computers.
Yeah.
They played
no
good
HD
music,
cameras,
no HD cameras and things like that. And they played good music. I don't see how today we don't have the same talent with all the technology and communication facilities that we have. A few minutes ago, we were talking about listening to music and not understanding what they're saying. It's not about the message. The music touches the soul.
Melody.
Once it touches your soul, you get the message.
Shakespeare said, "Fear he that is not moved by music."
There are things that I can say and understand in Douala and in Mokwe that I learned from music. But when I was listening to the music, I didn't understand jack what they were talking about. But because the music got into me, somehow I got to understand what they were saying. And later on I asked, okay, what exactly, to get like the words, but I got the message without understanding what they're saying. That's what music is supposed to be.
Okay.
But when somebody just jumps out from nowhere, yo, homie, yo. That's what is happening today.
Maybe Akwen?
Yes.
Quick reaction from that message?
That's you, Victor, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I agree some way with him. There are few musicians right now. So just because the artists have sung, right, and have left, that gives space already in the industry. That means they aren't there. So the few who are there are trying their best. To keep it afloat. If these other people have left, I heard Bendeka on STV the other day complaining about the fact that, they call him for a show, they don't want to give him much money, but we sit nowadays and say they give Bendeka 500,000 refuses. Who said so? We weren't there. They lie about such things. Sometimes they do lie about it, right? And I'm saying that Bendeka, he spoke about the fact that, before they will not pay him much money, the industry wasn't working, and they let it slide, and they go behind and sit there, and they wait for us to do the job. And when we start making noise, you have noise makers now, you have musicians who are trying their best, some are making noise, like we say, and then Bendeka gets angry and then gets up and says, okay, now I'm going to pick up. And he comes and joins the few. They are few. That's the truth about it. The artists are few, whether we like it or not.
Okay, I know you would definitely affirm that. According to Victor's message, the artists are few.
Yeah, there are very few, those that are inspired.
So how can we concentrate them?
Yeah, by putting the professional in the profession. There's so many unprofessional in the profession. You can't accept an unprofessional person to do anything professional in this profession.
Okay.
As simple as that. If you want this industry to go forward, bring the professional in this profession.
Okay.
That's all I can say.
Bobgala?
I would say that at first, a musician will bring a song, will write a song.
Yes.
And will stick on that.
Okay.
And there will be an arranger. He will not be involved in arranging.
Okay.
There will be an arranger. But today, a singer is an arranger. He is a guitarist. He is
producer.
He is the producer.
Yep.
He is a marketer. He is.
Yes, and they're proud to say I'm the one who does everything.
Finally, where are we going to?
Okay, there is this statement that everybody in showbiz, especially in the music industry, is the CEO. Now you produce a track, you have.
That's the problem. We have more than 500 record labels in Cameroon, or even in Boya. I don't know what they understand by a record label. So let me explain that now. Now, let me give for example, in America, if you're an artist, first, you want to be signed by a record label. What they do is that they don't get you from your CD. Now, people are mistaken between a production house or maybe a producer. You're producing songs with a record label. For example, I'm not yet a record label, even though I produce songs. I'm a producer. You understand? Being a record label entails so many things. It means you have an organigram recognized in, out of the country, internally, nationally, or internationally. Number two, it means you have partnership with radio, TV station. You're in partner with them, like Sony Music. It doesn't take 1 hour for your music to spread the whole world in 1 hour when Sony is your producer. Why? Because they are a label, that's a name. And before they can take you to be the artist that signed, first, it's not your CD.
Yeah.
You take your CD, they listen to your CD. Fine, okay, you have a good voice and so on. They organize you a show organized by Sony Music. Sit down there and perform. There's a panel and there is a crowd. They look at the reaction of the crowd. They look at that panel. If they accept you, fine. They take you now first, a voice groomer and an arranger to get into your studio. For example, you see somebody that does not have transport to even pay £100 to go to my
See you.
and he's telling somebody to come, let me send you. You see, that's the point.
Maybe yes.
That's one thing that's killing the industry.
There are so many record labels nowadays, especially in Boya.
Yeah,
you have so many studios. I mean,
to add to what he said, do you know that Ndidi Yango, he's a very good guitarist.
Yes.
A very good guitarist. He would have said, no, I will arrange myself.
Exactly.
I will arrange my music. But his music, you must calculate, was arranged by Alaji Touré.
Wow.
Petit Pays was arranged by Alaji Touré. So you see, give to Caesar.
Yeah, what belongs to Caesar.
So it means we'll give to Oga what is to Oga.
Yeah, there have to be a division of that. Those are good listeners, that are good
Yes.
critics like him.
Yeah.
If you have a song, bring it to him. Can you criticize it? You understand? So other people that are good arrangers. So there have to be that division. You understand? Even Beyonce, when he releases a song, he doesn't put it in the market.
Yeah.
There is a panel that this is good, this is good, this is good. For example, somebody just speaking from the studio to the market. I expect to I don't understand.
Especially with
you see, Harry,
piracy nowadays.
you were nodding your head when Oga was talking about the CEO stuff. That you cannot pay taxi to somebody somewhere.
Exactly. He brought up another thing, record label. I mean, I got that one today. I was even thinking of what you call copyright things that you have, Socam, Socamek, so you see that even the artists themselves, they have a problem.
Okay.
In a small country like Cameroon, we don't even first of all have. I mean, the music industry is shaking. We want a copyright organization. They're already four, and you don't even see what copyright they're protecting. Some people go and sit for a meeting to share guitars, and then they come up with a copyright association.
Yeah.
So
it's true.
I mean, those are some of the things, because when we're looking at the music industry, you cannot sit and you say, okay, it's just my hand that's spinning, the body's fine.
Okay.
There's so many things that are going wrong.
Mr. Harry, we'll coming back to you. We'll come back to the entire crew. Let's take a break with this track. Let's take a break, and by observing this track, let's go a little bit traditional let's have a Foacom, and from there we will equally look at the way forward. We have a Foacom, we have a Pioneer, but we are going to take on a Foacom. Then after that we'll take on the others. But indication that we are having difficulties in playing a Foacom, so we are just going to take you straight to Stanley Eno, so that we look at the evolution of Cameroon music industry. Are we having more of entertainers or musicians, or more of entertainers or musicians? So, but indications equally that we have difficulties in playing Stanley Eno. We're getting back to play Stanley Eno. Let's go now to the Wonder Lady, maybe, who is sitting right here. Maybe, I hope the panel is watching.
I'm ready, though.
Yeah, you see her is watching, and Ogatu is watching. So we're going to maybe let's have a break, and when we come back, we will equally wrap up things here in the studio. Meanwhile, you can participate on the program on 677291300, 677291300. Thanks very much for watching, and stay tuned as we will be right back.
My breath away.
You did make my life the wonder, Mashosho.
I give it that.
Nah, they sing now.
Wonder, make my heart to ponder.
Okay, let me live there.
I
want for your career. Viewers, you're welcome from that transitional imperative. And if you are just joining us, you're watching Faces on CMTV. And today's edition of our program, we are talking about the evolution of Cameroon music industry. You should know that Cameroon will join the rest of the world, and Boya in particular, on the 21st of June 2015 to commemorate the International Music Day. And in Boya, the event will be celebrated at the Moliko Misport Stadium. Activities will start at 3 p.m. news time, according to the regional delegation of art and culture for the Southwest region. Just to let you know that here at the panel we have Mr. Emil Ngumba, the CEO. We call him Oga Emil, and he's sitting on my left. We equally have Mr. Harry, who is sitting at my far right. We equally have Bobgala Didier, who is sitting on my far left. Bobgala Didier, once more you're welcome to the program. And of course we have the Wonder Lady, the Queen, the Wonder Queen, maybe.
Yes.
In French, we say bienvenue, right?
Bienvenue.
Okay. Thank you. Let's go now to the messages which we had. We've had some messages that came in. It says, hello, panelists. Shout out to you, maybe. Shout out to you, maybe. It's a fan. I'm very satisfied with the coaching of Mr. Emil from KWOB to the SIE. Yes. From KW to SIE. Popsy Marius. The next person says, I think the artists need to collaborate so we can grow. The next message says, hi guys, I salute you all in the studio. Maybe you're looking good. So you are looking good as ever. This is Mark Chini from Moliko. Yes, of course, the Cameroon music is moving forward. I don't know why Cameroonians have deliberately refused to appreciate Cameroon music, but the problem we have, that's the problem we have. I don't know. Let's have a reaction on that.
Yeah, like I said, it is obvious. For example, Cameroonians refuse to appreciate Cameroonian songs because the radio, maybe off license, maybe people, they are not playing it. What is promotion? Promotion, when you get, let me tell you this, when you listen to a song 21 times, it becomes addicted to your subconscious mind and you like it. You understand? 21 times, go and try it. So now that is how it is. For example, you get to this bar, there is Mel B playing, maybe the Dr. K playing, you get to the next bar playing and so on. Your psychology begin to move towards what you hear. Now when you come back to the house, in your mind, that's the song that's playing. But now the media or radio station, or maybe not only the media, big companies with their artists and so on, they would like to play music that's already popular. Those people spend time to make their music popular. And you are just benefiting from the occasion and killing your own country down.
Okay.
So I cannot blame 100% the listener. But they too have to try with their patriotism. That's okay.
Okay, this person is not indicated. It's a he or she.
Yeah, I think what the guy is saying is quite true. There is a problem, the media, that is not doing much, and I would still like to look at the media as, it's people. The media is people, and it takes somebody. It's not the media that decides that. Okay, I don't think there's any media house that has a policy to play foreign music.
Okay.
Yeah, it's people who have their choices and then they play and then they impose.
I will quote from my recent request. We have a program request every Sunday from 1 to 3:30, which you request a song and they play it to you. From when we started, the dominant song, we could hardly have Cameroon songs. But 4 months ago, we've been having Cameroonian songs keep repeating. And based on that show, I can confidently say that in Boya, the most popular song in terms of the male category is Mekon. I don't know why, but at one point in time, we'll have to wait for people. Yes, at one point, I don't know. And we move now to the female side, we have Maybe. And those are just the two artists.
That's what I still go back to what I said a few minutes ago. Look at what is happening in Anglophone Cameroon. We play a lot of foreign music.
Exactly.
Go to Douala, go to Yaoundé. You get good Bikusi, you get good Makosa. And I mean, let's keep aside the lyrics and things. Exactly, and it's good music. It's good music. And when you are in Yaoundé, a few weeks back at the university games, we had a night out with some friends, and we went to some snack. I don't know what to call it, the snack, we're bar dancing, and we noticed that most of the time they were playing just what we call Niger. And I went up to the guy, I told him, we are from Boya, we listen to this every day. We came here because we wanted to listen to good music. Yes. And when I checked, that spot was owned by somebody from Anglophone speaking Cameroon.
Simple.
Yeah.
Simple.
So if we cannot encourage our artists, there is no way our artists can make it.
We've done our part.
Let's continue with the message. He said, this other message says they are improving in music. This is Madame Emerencia in Limbe, a student. Madame Emerencia says they are improving in music. The other message says, good evening guys. I'm Gustav Dango. Please, sorry if I get your name wrongly. The fact that music itself is made of different genres, the fact that we are Cameroonian doesn't mean that we should all turn ourselves to cultural musicians. They are even artists. There are even artists out there portraying our culture. So what we need is diversity.
Now let me explain that point. When he's talking of culture, does he know what he means by culture? Culture does not mean tribe. Culture means the color that represents Cameroon. When you hear Nigeria, that's their culture. Yeah, that's their culture. When you say diversity, diversity is good for everywhere. Everywhere there's diversity. But it now becomes a problem when there's no diversity. Okay. When there is no popularity. You understand? So what he's saying that diversity, fine. You have the right to your house to play any song you want. There are CDs out there, you go and buy it and play it.
Okay.
Yeah, but the media or other people around Cameroon, they have to be patriotic to what they know. Let me give you an example. Now, you people like maybe Chidima and all the other rest. Remove that voice, maybe put Maybe. It's the same song, it's the same music. Not everybody is going to like that music. Why? Is it not the same music?
Okay, let me quote from it. In 2013, when we went to the My 16 car watch, and somebody was playing Honeymoon Over Jerusalem in his car, and the CEO of Chile Music went there. We went to watch the car, and he asked that, you know who played that song? The guy said yes, in Nigeria. And he said no, it's rhythms. And that guy went and shut down the song.
Exactly.
There and there, that was a practical example.
You understand?
When I shut it down.
They thought it was popular because they think
it
was coming from Nigeria.
And it's just like, let's take the case of football. Yeah. Take our African teams that go to the World Cup and they don't succeed. I'll take the team Cameroon had a few years back, 1990. Yeah. That team could scale through the World Cup, not because they were the best team, because they had a style that was unique to them.
Good.
But if you go now, look at what is happening now. Football is turning modern.
Yes.
Most of our teams are playing football that is European football, that's Western football. You cannot beat them, it's their thing.
Yeah.
You don't play music here, Nigerian style, and you expect Cameroonians to like it. Listen to gospel music, right? I'll take it's changing with secular music. But if you listen to gospel music, if you want to play gospel, if you listen to what our artists here produce as gospel music, the beats are all Nigerian. They're all Nigerian. You cannot beat them at it.
Of course.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's go to the other person. I think that the Cameroon music industry is moving forward. This is so because we can see changes like in the background. This we need, though we need sponsors to help move the industry forward, and the media have a good role to play. Paul from Limbe. The other person say, hi, it's Prince J from Moliko. Maybe you're looking beautiful tonight. I love you. I love you for me. I love you for me. Cameroon is moving up. Cameroon is moving onward. And the other person say, Taku Hansen from Moliko. Cameroon music is growing, even though at a slower rate. I think that the media should play more of Cameroon music, and artists should make use of both languages so as to differentiate it from Niger, as many fans get confused. And the other person says, the other person is Loveliness Young is my name. Loveliness Young is my name. My problem is that our musicians are classless and primitive, and they think they know a lot when they have not even started. This is an interesting one.
Yeah, let me Now, it is saying that maybe a prophet is not respected in his own land. You understand? For example, me, ladies, this is my neighbor. Maybe I am a star.
Yeah.
I'm an artist. You don't expect me to behave stardom to my neighbor. You understand? Maybe when they see me, they're going to eat munga juice and say, hey, saving me a bit too. That's not the point. The point lies when maybe goes on stage.
Yeah.
That's what makes the difference. But at 20%, I would like to support him too. In 20%. Support her, yeah. For example, now, you know, there's what we call a music packaging.
Okay.
The way you package yourself is the way they're going to buy you. You can't be sitting down here, you sit attacking eating at Chiambah. You not expect him, you not buy his song. Or maybe, yes, maybe you see him with he want to go out and the clothes is there, maybe his armpit is torn here and so on and so forth. You understand? He's checking, doesn't have, don't go. If you don't have money, when it's night, nobody's there, and go.
I kind of appreciate what you're saying here, because if you watch keenly artists in Moliko and Boya, they move with slippers.
Yes. Good, that's what I'm saying, that there are so many unprofessionals in the profession because they don't see any reason why they should work with, they should prepare themselves packages. You understand?
That's what I said a few minutes ago.
Yes.
You can't tell me that you're worth 1 million when I look at you.
When you look at you, you are not even worth.
I saw one walking from Moliko, UB Junction to my 17. Check.
You understand? For example, you don't know the value because now like, you take 15,000, you go and make a product and put in the market. Yeah. You understand? And for you, you know 15,000 can give you a master product and you're out there. Okay. How are you going to package yourself and buy clothes even for 50,000 francs? You cannot. You understand?
Thank you very much, Bobgala.
Thank you, loveliness.
The same thing, it boils down on packaging.
Yes. No, she's right in her own way. I mean, she's right in her own way. Swag and all that.
Let me ask this quick question before moving to the next one. Does it mean that we have to steal to become musicians?
We have to
look good.
That's not the reason. There are some artists who, I look at Mekon, take for example. Mekon, even before he was this popular, that guy dresses. He always looks neat, right? He's always looking neat. What other artists again do I know? Yes, I can use just Mekon. But my problem is you're not an artist. But Mekon, the thing about Mekon is, yes, but you dressing that way, it doesn't end that way. Stay at home. Bracket, for example. They mustn't see you everywhere. Bracket stays in the house. You don't see Bracket going out.
Okay,
you see Bracket going out, you have rented a car or you rented a taxi.
The problem is even this, right?
Signing is not the problem. Signing is not the
problem
point.
is even this, right? When you want to get into music, what are you thinking? Are you thinking that you're getting to some Salvation Army? Where, people will sympathize?
It's true.
If you're getting it, if you cannot, don't do it.
Don't do it. And it's not everybody who can sing.
Dr. Cap said half bread is better than none, provided it's not blockade. If it is bread, it is bread. So I don't think if you cannot do music, don't get into it.
And he says I must adapt.
Yeah, you must. You must adapt to what exactly.
There's so many young people who are coming up who really want to get into the music industry, but the problem is looking at us, the other ones, they're discouraged. I have so many of them saying, "Hey, maybe Chai Masa. I see someone, I will not call the name. I see someone you work from Malingo Junction to go and reach Muya. Like, now that way it brings me down because with my small car, I cannot look big again because I've just concluded that all of us are the same.
Okay, thank you.
Let me just on that point. You see, like, for example, when musicians are highly respected.
Yes.
That's what Michael Jackson could greet Prince Charles with the Globes. Because you cannot find him everywhere. To see him alone it's a whole lot of story. In a Unity Palace, you don't get in without well-dressed, put on your coat and tie. But Richard Bona could get in there with just a sweater.
Yes.
Why? Because if you lose this opportunity of seeing him with the president,
you're going to see him
where? You understand that?
Yes,
with a jumper. You understand? Where are you going to see him? Not that you want to turn lane, you see another artist, turn lane, you see them and so on. Then when there is a communion of them, say, leave that local people, master. You understand?
Okay, thank you very much. The next one says, our music industry is gradually moving forward, but it's left for the musicians to be professional in their field. CV Carvin from Belgium. This person, that's the last message we have for this pile while we are waiting other messages.
Yeah, let me just put on that point. Being professional is, for example, now I have a birthday party. I want to invite maybe. I come there and have my birthday party. I want to invite you to come. Tell me that's fine. This is one for me to displace myself. You're going to give maybe 150,000 francs. You understand? Now, I need to come first, professional. You, maybe you come, not you. You come maybe one or two, even though they are not your producer or your manager, just come with them to see that package. Being professional, you are there on time, you do what you want to do, and you leave that place. You understand? But being unprofessional in the sense, maybe you say, okay, I have 150,000 fans, you say, okay, I don't have, a person goes. After 2-3 hours, the person doesn't come back. You call and say, you're not getting 50,000. Or even, make sure even 25,000, you understand now? The person begin to lose your value. Now you bet me now, Mark, I'm record. You understand? Professionalism, fine, you do your things professional, in a professional way. You are on point. For example, if it's 8 o'clock, it's 8 o'clock. If you want to survive, go and survive and don't call yourself an artist. Yes. Many people used to ask that, beside music, what else do you do? It means that music alone is not even there. Yes. But let me tell you this, let me not go far, but Nicoda's there. Now he is singing, not even for everybody, he's singing just for his Bayangi people first. Because he's giving them a message. Now he has taken him to America 3 times. He has built his house and have a car with just music. He's not doing any other thing. That's a profession. Yes. Yes. For a chief to call him that, I want you to put my name in your song, it's from 300,000 and the man maintains it. You understand? So that is a profession. But you see people ask, minus music, what else do you order? Do you ask the footballer that? Or do you ask people, a director that minus working in MT, what else do you do? You understand? So it means that you have already minimized the artist, that this is an outcast work, that people who are juveniles, people who are outcasts, who don't go to school.
Mr. Emil, you're right on the fact that, yes, we should be professional. Some people are professional, but some others spoil the way. And do you know the people? There are those who use money to get themselves up there. You have a media. Instead, for me, this is where the unity comes up. We musicians don't go and pay for your music to be played. That's just the truth about it. Don't pay for it. You have people who have rich sponsors, like they're saying, get sponsors. The sponsor takes your music. Even though work as anything, you go and pay 100,000 for your music to be playing on rotation. And when they play 21 times, it sticks. And I come with my music. I have cracked my head morning, afternoon, evening. I sit for 6 months, 2 months, 3 months, and I work on it. And I go to give my music. You don't play it.
Thank you.
And you're not professional.
Let me just.
Maybe it comes back. It comes back to.
Let me just come in. Let me come in. You can participate on the program on 677-291-300, 677-291-300. If you differ with any member here on a panel, or you might have a contribution to give, Mr. Harry can continue.
Yes, it comes back to, I want to come back to what Mabel just said about the unity of the artists, because all this disorder is because
they're not united.
They are not united. Yes. I'll give you an example. Take the Congolese. Well, today I don't know whether it's RDC or what, but it's Congo. Yeah. In the days of the Kofis and the Maf Kacharels and the Joe Balas and all those people, when there was a season where all of them, they released a particular brand, everybody, and they moved together. It went from Kwasa Kwasa to Zaiko Langa Langa to Sukus and they moved in that way. The same thing with the Ivorians, from Zugulu to Mapuka to that and so on. And the same thing that is happening in Nigeria. Yes. We don't have that kind of thing here. It's me for myself. I have somebody who can.
Why don't we stay on the fact that you must pay an artist for an artist to come on your show? So when you call me and tell me, Mel B, come and perform for my birthday, not be show, birthday, you call me and I say no, it should be 50,000. Let's make an amount, 50,000, just 50,000 francs, 50,000. I say no, it should be 100. Okay, let's pay. Another person will come and come for free. No, not 10,000 free.
The person will say, "Will come there and do the atalaku."
In Fiji, the person will even tell that I even do pass maybe I will say, "Shift, come, go for free."
Let's just wrap up. A musician is an industry.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm here. I'm an industry.
Okay.
People are employed.
It's an industry. Yeah. People are eating through me.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. We will be taking on a commercial break, and we are gradually moving towards the end of this program. And if you seem to participate in the program, you can text your message on 677-291-300. If you missed this discussion, if you are just coming in and you want to follow the entire discussion, you can go to our website on www.chillingmusictv.com and go to the home page where you have all programs. You click there, you have all the programs. Then you go to Faces and you click to Faces, you have all the programs on Faces, and probably you will equally have your comment. You can leave your comment on the same website. So let's take on a quick commercial break, and when we come back, the panel here, we will have things to say and wrapping up with the face of what needs to be done in order to ameliorate the industry, and the final side will be what needs to be done in order to attract sponsors and promoters into the industry. Stay tuned, I'll be right back.
Starman!
Sparkle.
You get Tiger tea?
Tiger tea day.
Bring up. Yes. Tiger tea. You feel me what?
Yes.
Tiger tea. Tiger tea. Now the number one tea, oh. Now antibacterial mouth. If you take this tea, come on, before this one come, I say they stand like a wash night weight. Tiger tea, now number one. Try for take 'em. Superpower and strength. Tiger tea. See the truck, I go to drag and now one hand. Yeah.
Tiger tea, superpower and strength.
Tiger tea, superpower and strength. Go quick for store because I go finish them. Now you give me power.
We are broadcasting from the foot of Mount Cameroon and moving down to the coast of Limbe, where entertainment is never enough with CMTV. And if you are just joining us, you are watching the program Faces. Today's edition, we are talking about the Cameroon music industry, mindful of the fact that on 21st of June 2015, Cameroon will join the rest of the world to commemorate the International Music Day. The question stands, how or what is the state of Cameroon music industry? Are we moving forward or backward? A couple of minutes ago, when we parted company, we were discussing on the issues on text messages which came in from our viewers in and around Boya and Southwest region as a whole. Let's move to the last set of messages, but still you can still participate on the program by sending your messages. If at all your message is not read on this edition, next edition we'll have time to dissect your message, or you can go to our website equally to see the response to your messages. You can equally contact our individual, contact us if you want to get to our resource person for further clarifications or for further information about the Cameroon music industry. Of course, Mr. Emil Ngumba is here, the CEO of M1 Studio. Mr. Emil Ngumba, once more, you're welcome to the program.
You're welcome.
Mr. Bobgala DJ is from Bamenda, an artist who is creating an indelible mark in the northwestern region of Cameroon. We call it the grass field, aka Graffiti. You're welcome.
Thank you. You're welcome.
We equally have Mr. Harry Ngum, who equally is a music lover and a music supporter and a promoter of talent when he sees that you have talent in the industry. Mr. Harry, you're welcome.
Thank you.
And Humane. We equally have the long lady in the house, and maybe Akwen the Wonder. You make my heart my social presenter. Thank you very much. Maybe you welcome once more to the program. Let's move to the last set of messages. It said Cameroon music industry is moving forward with a negative perception of what music is all about. The next, that person is an anonymous sender. The next person says, I am really sorry to say this. Cameroon music industry is a whole of copy work. No creativity. That is why we are in a standstill. Is Atanga Peter from Tico Class Quarter. Let's react to this, gentlemen.
Copy work.
Copy work.
Copy work. It still boils down to quality and style. There's some copy work that is good. I'll give you an example. Kotobas. Most of what he did was copy work.
Okay.
Too bad he left the scene early. But most of what he did was copy work.
Maybe. What about this message says copy work, creativity?
I don't do copy work. I don't know.
No, I say if you don't do that, the industry.
Yeah.
The industry.
Really, copy work. I don't know where exactly she's going to, but copy work, no, not really.
Yeah, I will support this aspect because I watched there's a Boya clip that is talking about Shoki. And the person is actually singing Shoki.
That's what I'm saying. If maybe she had specified, maybe copy work of video, copy work of idea.
What he's trying to say, I think what I understand, I don't know what he's saying. Copy work is the brand. For example, if this is not your brand and you're singing it, first thing you do, you copy. Yeah, it's just like if we were doing rap today. Rap, first thing is copy work. But if you are doing boa, it means there's rap in your language and so on. Okay. That's not copy work. Yes. Now, what he's saying is copy work. At least, if there are 90 musicians in Cameroon, let's say you go to about 40 to 60. When you close your eyes and listen to them, it sounds like Nigeria. I'm sorry to say.
Okay.
The beats, the sound system and so on is there because now if you look at the words, Cameroon has its own pidgin. Cameroon has its own English and French. But the words there, like you're calling me Oga, Oga is not from Cameroon. Oga is just how they imitate how they call these big chiefs from Nigeria. Yeah, the Igwe kind of stuff. So if you're asking a Cameroonian to sing and he's putting Igwe, Oga and so on, that's not our language. Okay. That's copy work.
I think that is the words that really give it that
copy work.
I even want to give, I'm not like I'm differing from what you're saying, but there are times you don't want to reinvent the wheel.
Yeah.
But you can still make something that is unique to you.
Yeah.
Still would, now it comes to the definition of copy work. Yeah. Have you listened to Richard Bona's version of No Woman No Cry?
You understand what I mean?
Is that copy work?
No, that is creativity.
It's creativity.
People go and take sound from Beatle in America, bring it down. Like how Longo was doing. One day he took the song, but now put it in a dual perspective. And maybe those people in the parish, in the village, they could understand the song. Even the Nigerians, that's what they do. They go and take those things, bring it now, and put it now in their way of playing.
Can we do something right now? No offense, but let's try to include. Let's use the names of maybe the young, so that those who know Mekon and know Sunny and Jovi. Yes, because I know that. No offense. I'm just meaning that. When we want to compare Richard Bona, let's use Richard Bona and compare him to Stanley, knows where he's wrong. Melby knows where she's wrong. This person,
thank you very much.
That is actually where there's a problem. All these people you're talking about, we know very little about them.
Yes, that's what I'm saying that now. When you do that, right, these people will either work
I kind of buy your idea because you cannot quote example from space.
I'm sitting here right now.
And the whole exactly.
Let me begin with her.
Yes, use me. You guys didn't talk about my music and I need to learn.
I just watched your video.
Yes.
But if I don't know you, I would think that you are Chidima.
Why? Because I look like Chidima?
No, because the style of dressing, maybe the shot. If you watch KDK and you watch Mel B, is 60% the same thing.
Why? Because she dressed like that. But that's not anybody particular.
Let him learn.
It's not a particular person's dressing.
We wanted to sit quiet.
No, I want us to bring it up so that it's not all about Richard Bona.
Now, me in this business, I'm looking at the shot.
Yeah.
You understand? The shot, there's no specific shot. But I bet you, if you close your eyes, ask 3 or 4 persons that this clip like that, what does it look like? I bet you 10 people will say the same thing, that it looks like Chidima from there. The music is different.
Thank you.
But the video is the same. The same concept, the same way. Maybe you bring girls, maybe you tie your loins and so on. It's 3 girls and so on. It is almost the same concept.
It's not even the same concept.
That's the same reason why the Cameroon movie industry has not moved an inch.
Good.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
You can't say that. You can't.
I'm happy.
You might be right about the fact that Chidima. No, it's true.
I'm talking about
it's true. Another thing is this, right? If I tie my wrapper this way, yes, it looks like what Chiambah dressed like, right? And now we're talking about one thing, copyright. My music is definitely not the same as Chiambah. Like in this one, yes, that's what I'm saying. So it is okay. This is one thing I wanted, because when you say these things, it helps even those who are coming up to learn. I personally want, why you skip them? You had to you played it and you wanted us to talk about it. This is what I wanted. So it helps me to learn and others who are coming up. But I don't know, what am I learning again? Wait, about not dressing like Chiambah.
Yeah. Let me speak another thing again.
Are you sure? Yeah.
Speak again.
You just have.
Yes. Because
okay, no, go ahead.
Permit me to come in. Okay, we will come in. I will keep that. Okay.
I accept it because that's. But I just said it.
Okay. Patron Emil.
It's the name that you hate. That will call me. Yeah, call me Mola. He good. I'm from Bakere.
it's good. Let's use
thank you very much. Let's move to the next message, but I'll still come back to that question of maybe. I'll come back to it. Mr. Harry, you talked about the movie industry. We'll be having an edition on the movie industry, and I'll be glad if you take part. Similar situation. This is Cameroon. This message says, we love Cameroon music, but they should work on their videos from Nash in Boya. That they should work on their videos. The next person says, I think that Cameroon music industry should give young people out there an opportunity to shine, like organizing talent show from Sagito. It says Cameroon. The next message says Cameroon is a country blessed with many talents, but piracy and unity is greatly affecting music. Please, our musicians should collaborate. Example, Jovi and Stanley Eno from Fabrice Boyatown. Jovi and Stanley Eno should collaborate. I believe we will just talk a bit about this issue. And the next person says, this is Mr. Brute from Boya. Guys, I love rhythms with their new genre called Afro Bicosa. Let Cameroon artists be creative and do lot of research before getting into the studio. The next person say, hi CMTV, I'm ordinateur personnel in Tico. I must say Cameroon music is growing day and night. It's just that the musician lacks collaborations. G Brute from Boya say, let our artists do lot of packaging and they will be respected. The last message for this part is only we learn to depend on if only we learn to depend on God, we will be fine in the music industry. Quick reactions to crown this side of the discussion. Let me start with you, Mr. Bobgala. Quick reaction on the program, this message that you got. The last set of messages you got.
Let me get it again.
Let me just take the last one, which is most likely that. I must say Cameroon music is growing day and night. It's just that the musicians lack collaboration. Still, there's another person that's talking about collaboration, that Cameroon is a country blessed with many talents, but piracy and unity is gradually affecting music. Please, our musicians should collaborate. Example, Jovi and Stanley Eno from Fabrice in Boyatown.
I think the issue of collaboration, Abai is idea. There's no collaboration.
Okay.
But we have talent in Cameroon.
Okay.
That is, if you want to count, let me just start counting the bassist.
Okay.
In Cameroon, in the world, you have Jean de Cotomandende, you have Vicky Edimu, you have Richard Bona, you have Alaji Touré, you have Etienne Mbappé. You are, it's a chain of, in the world.
Yeah, it's a chain.
So you see, Cameroon is really blessed with artists.
Yeah.
If we could wrap up, thank you very much. Let me move. I'll come to you, Mr. Harry.
Yeah, I think
on collaboration, Stanley.
Yes, I think the approach here. For what the Cameroonian music industry should do. The artists. First of all, they should form a strong team. Ignore all the politics that is happening left and right. Form a strong team as musicians. Your goal should be music, and adopt a very aggressive, I'm not going to chew my words here, very aggressive approach to marketing what they have. And secondly, this one goes especially to the young artists. Produce music for an audience that can appreciate verbally and financially. All those people who are hailing you, ask them how many of them pay for your original CDs.
I forgot this last message. It came from Tango Emmanuel. Before, music needs to be popular because of quality, but now it is because of their messages. What is happening? Okay?
No, but I had something to say in the other messages before coming.
Okay, yes. Okay, I'm coming.
Yeah. So you can finish with them first.
Collaboration. We haven't done our own parts personally first before going to collaborate. So.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
Yeah, what I'm saying that the SMSs talks about the artist should do good videos. Yeah, the videos now are simple. They are good videos. When I talk about quality, they are excellent qualities. But I have a problem with the concept of their videos and so on. Most of the concept they are, like I said, 90% of it they are imitating concept from other places. You understand? Cameroon have about 200 ethnic different, so those people, they have their way of life, their way. With that alone, you can have more than 200 different concepts of the way people behave and what you sing. Point number 2, the collaboration. You see, it is, if you look very critically, 90% of the people who are asking for collabo, they are not fans. They are musicians themselves that are asking. And they are asking for collabo because they are creating problems where there is no problem. You understand? So it is the artist world. Many people are doing music for example, if you have loved by this other artist, it means that, no. Their fans don't have time. The fans, they listen to Joey, Bella, and they're happy. But now, another musician will say, but what if Jovi for collaborate with Stanley? That is their problem. Those people have their fans. So it is the artists that are creating this politics in it. It's just like Eto'o and Drogba. It's not even this is the footballers that are saying that, they are doing these things. Okay. So for example, collaboration, it's a free will thing. First, what you have to do is a unity of artists. For example, left your criticism, let it be positive. Not say, no, maybe not be single until may get out. That's too proud, it will do this and so on and so forth. Talk about, for example, this music are for feel say, if it understand and so on, it's an idea. Okay. When it's there, you proudly say, okay, fine, this is good and this is good.
Thank you very much, Oga. Just a quick reaction on that last message.
Speaking about videos, if you watch this video, I mean, the song, the title is Mbafu, was done. I mean, look at the screenplay and everything. It's original.
Okay.
So it was sung in some language that I don't understand, but it was very captivating.
Thank you very much. The last message says music used to be popular, but now
because
now it's about quality and about message. For example, now the world is becoming, with the law of media, is becoming too immoral. Yes. You understand? That's why when you see Facebook, if there are 9 on your post, you see 8 that are immoral, people showing their booty and so on. So it has made even the big people, responsible people, they are going to all these striptease kind of club and so on. So they tend to appreciate music that is talking about those immorality.
Okay.
So we need to change that mentality of our young people and make it sound the quality and the message.
Very true.
Thank you very much.
I want to add a little. I also think that the immorality is there. I mean, those are things of the society. I'll just throw you another example. Marvin Gaye, Sexual Hymn. Is that good music? What's the content?
Okay.
That's my problem.
Thank you very much. Let's take on this quick break, and when we come back, we'll wrap things up. You're welcome back, and if you are just coming in, you missed this program, you can get to us every Tuesday at this same time from 5 p.m. You can have a rebroadcast of this program or the live edition, and if you miss this edition, you can go to www.chilemusictv.com. You go to our homepage, you see our programs, you see faces. You click on faces, you will see this edition that you will want to watch. Last words, gentlemen, let me start with Mr. DJ. Last words to the music world. Advice, quick.
My advice is that people should be patriotic. Cameroonians should be patriotic. They should love Cameroon music. Cameroon music is good.
Okay, Emil.
Well, my advice is first to the artist. Now, you're a musician. When you get up in the morning, first thing you do, ask yourself, what progress have you done to your voice? What progress have you done to your writing? What progress have you done to your promotion of your music?
You don't just get up and sit down in your house and expect maybe 1 or 2 companies to call you. This is a profession. This is a friend call it a métier. So when you get up, first, that's what you do. Point number 2, those fans out there. Now, the artists are nothing
without their fans.
Now, you are a fan to P Square. He doesn't know you. He will not see you. He's not going to come next to you. Be a fan first. They say charity begins at home. Be a fan first to the artists you see, the artists you will meet one day. Those are the people that are going to promote you, and you promoting them. So that's my advice for those 2 classes of people.
Thank you very much, Mr. Harry.
Yeah, I'll go back in the same line, and most particularly to the artists.
Yeah.
We must eat, we must drink, but nobody's obliged to listen to music. So the artists have the responsibility of pulling people to love music. So the artists should sit up and do something.
Okay, maybe Akwen, just sit up. Last words.
I will agree with Mr. Harry, and this goes out to my fellow musicians. We have to work. Your messages you pass on to your fans really matter. There are younger people who really look up to us. So if we don't do the right thing, we don't sing the right thing, it'll be wrong. And let's stop copywriting. I will not do Chiambah again ever.
Thank you very much. That's a thumbs up. Thank you very much. It means you actually appreciate it.
I really appreciate it. Yes, you almost skipped me. You almost skipped me.
Thank you very much. Viewers, so anything that has a beginning automatically has an end. It is on this note from the foot of Mount Cameroon that we are gradually we are wrapping up this program. Today's edition of our program, which we talked about the Cameroon music industry, and on our panel today we had Mr. Emil Ngumba, the CEO of M1 Studio. We had Mr. DJ, who is from Bamenda. We equally have Mr. Harry Ngum, who is equally in Boya. We equally have the artist maybe Akwen. Gentlemen, thank you very much for coming, and hope to see you next time on yet another edition. Gentlemen. That was it. Hope to see you too next time on yet another edition. Until then, in French, we'll say au revoir, and in English, we'll say bye bye, and in my language, we will say catch you next time. Thank you very much, and God willing.